Today we're going to take a look at how to add your own activities and events to the BeGrand Local service. The first thing that you need to do in order to add an event is to log in. Once you've logged in, you need to click on the Local tab at the top of the page. This takes you to the main BeGrand Local area, and here you can see lots of activities listed across the country. Now you can add your own, whatever kind of activity you want to share. It could be a coffee morning, a Keep Fit club, an open day, a local fair, a concert, any activities that you like, you can add them here. First thing we need to do is to click on the big red Create a Listing button on the right hand side. So very simple steps to add your listing. First thing you need to do is to type in the name of your activity. Try and make this fairly descriptive so that when people see it on a list they can understand what it is. So we're going to have a Christmas fair. Need to give the date when the event will start. Our Christmas fair will be on the 4th, Saturday the 4th of December, so we click that there. And you also click the date it will finish. If it's a one-day event, then it will have the same from and to date. If it's an event that maybe runs over several days, you just click on the appropriate date that it's going to end. So our Christmas fair will run on Saturday and Sunday, so we'll set the end date to the 5th of December. We now need to add a start time. Our Christmas fair is going to start at 10 o'clock and it will finish at 4 o'clock. We need to enter the dates in the 24-hour clock, so that's 1600 hours. We then need to say what kind of activity it is. These categories help people when they're searching for events, so try and pick one that's the most appropriate. See the list here of different types of activities we can list. In art and culture you might list a theatre production, a concert, an art gallery, things of that nature. Days out, lots of things fall into the days out category. It doesn't have to be a whole day out. It's an event that you would, or an activity that you would go and see. So it could be something big, like going to see a medieval reenactment, or something quite small, like going to a messy play session or a story session at the local library. Education and training would cover anything from a formal training course or a first aid course to something less formal. It could be jewellery making or bread making, anything of that kind. Places to go is a bit like days out, but this doesn't refer to one-off events. It refers to something that's open all the time. For example, a country park or a castle or a museum. So it's not referring to a specific special event at that location, it's referring to the place in general. So if you know of a great place to go, add it into BeGrand Local and let other grandparents know. Social activity would be something that's just for fun. It might be a dance, it might be a quiz night, anything of that kind. Sport and activity could be a fixture for your local team, or it could be a Keep Fit class, a Pilates class, your local walking group, anything of that nature. And in support groups, list meetings or activities of any support groups. We have a lot of grandparent and toddler groups and grandparent support groups already listed here, but it can be anything that's supporting other people. Our Christmas fair will be sort of a day out. You can go out to see the craft fair. We now need to enter the location information. Obviously you need to make this as clear as possible so that people can find you. The only caveat is if your event is going to happen in your own home, for example if you're hosting a coffee morning, please do read our guidelines first about how to keep yourself safe and about not revealing too much information on the internet. The guidelines are here under the how to use link, so do have a read of those. If the event's going to be in a public place, then it's just no problem, just enter the details as appropriate. Now our Christmas fair is going to be in our village hall. Enter the street. Post town. You can enter the county if you like, that's optional, I'm not going to bother. And the postcode. The postcode is quite important because all the events are shown on map pins when you look on BeGrand Local in the map view, and the postcode makes sure that your event is shown on the correct location on the map. Last thing to do is enter a description of your activity. This can be as long or as brief as you like. It's a good idea to try and obviously describe what's going to happen, but the other things, don't forget to provide some form of contact information. This could be a phone number, an email address, or if your event has got a website, you could include that. Just so that if people want to find out a little bit more or to confirm that it's still running, they've got some way of contacting you. The other thing not to forget is to include price information. If the event is free, do say so, and if it's not free, make sure people know before they arrive, because it can be quite an unpleasant surprise to find out that something costs £20 a head to get in. Anyway, I'm going to put something very brief for our Christmas fair. So, very brief description for this one. When you've got everything in, all you need to do is click the Save button. And here is the listing for our event. It's got the date and time, address, my very brief description. There's a map pin on a local map showing where it is. If you realise at this stage, if you spot that you've made a mistake, don't panic. Up here there is an edit button, which enables you to go back and edit your own event. So I've just remembered that in fact it runs until 4:30, not 4 o'clock. So make any changes that you need and just click Save again. If you think you might want to come back and edit it in the future, you might like to bookmark the page in your browser so that you can easily come back to it and edit it again. We're just about done. Last thing to do is we can go back to the main BeGrand Local page and zoom in on our local area somewhere and click on a map pin, and there we go. There's our Christmas fair entered on the main map, and it will appear on the list down the side and in any searches. If you have any problems, you can always contact us at local@begrand.net and we'll try and sort them out for you.